Time now for Ask the Expert. The order in which you eat your food could affect your blood sugar and your weight.
That is according to a new study. We brought our registered dietitian Lori Meyer in this afternoon to tell us more about what they found.
Well, in the past there have been studies that have shown that if you eat your vegetables and protein before carbohydrate, it may have an impact on blood sugar, and a good impact. So this was a pilot study, and they took some obese diabetics, type 2 diabetics, who are on metformin, which is a blood sugar lowering drug. And they ended up changing, they gave them a meal, and it was an identical meal, and 2 weeks apart. The first time they gave them the carbohydrate first. So the meal was ciabatta bread and orange juice.
Okay.
And so they had the bread and the orange juice, and then 15 minutes later they had a chicken breast with some broccoli and a salad with tomato and a vinaigrette dressing.
Okay.
And then they reversed the order. And the next week they did the chicken and broccoli and the salad first, and then 15 minutes later gave the bread and the orange juice. And what was very interesting is that blood sugars all dropped. They did a fasting blood sugar, and then they did 30-minute, 60-minute, and 120 or 2-hour post-meal blood sugar. Every single one dropped, and they dropped significantly. And so the researchers are pretty excited about this. They're now engaged in a bigger study to really look at this and add more variables. Insulin also dropped, and so what's really important about this is that this could actually be really helpful for controlling diabetes, for controlling any complications, and also for weight loss. Because if we can drop blood sugar and insulin, it's going to actually put our body in more fat-burning mode.
So what other foods can you do to help control blood sugar, since we're on this topic?
And they're not sure if this was just eating the protein and vegetables first, or if it was some of the foods. But vinegar itself is one of those things that does help to lower blood sugar and also insulin levels. So anytime you can have a salad, this is a marinated vegetable, anything with vinegar, or even just drinking a little vinegar before your meal may help. Cultured vegetables, I know.
Fermented foods.
I love fermented foods. They're so good for you. These are actually really helpful for lowering blood sugar and weight. Celery. Celery has a compound in it that actually helps stabilize blood sugar levels and insulin levels. There's some research that shows drinking a whey protein shake before a meal will actually blunt the blood sugar and actually help to control it. Cheese, especially if you get a grass-fed cheese. And then chocolate. The problem with chocolate, it has to be dark and only 1 ounce, and they're showing that that can actually have a great impact on lowering blood sugar. So there's a lot of things that you can do help your blood sugar and your weight.
All right, Lori Meyer, thanks for coming in. Got a question for any of our experts? Email asktheexpert@tmj4.com. You can also leave a voicemail, that number right there on your screen.